I was looking forward to that fight song by the Hermiston High School pep band, but we got about 3.5 seconds of it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Doghouse this Saturday afternoon for doubleheader varsity basketball action in Mid-Columbia Conference play. Our first game will feature the varsity girls in action. Please welcome the visiting team, the Walla Blue Devils. The Blue Devils are currently 4-6 in conference play and are 6-8 overall on the season. Also, please give a big welcome to your hometown Hermiston Lady Bulldogs. Hermiston sports a 5-6 record in league play and are 8-8 overall on the season.
All the way up to 39 degrees out there as we get to the weather forecast, brought to you by Intermountain West Insulation. Inside the Doghouse here at Hermiston High School, the Bulldogs getting set to host the Walla Blue Devils. Eric Olson alongside Sonny Levy with Uriah Phillips, the studio engineer, and we've got the anthem with the Hermiston Marching Band. Sean McClanahan leading what I suppose technically I should describe as the Hermiston Pep Band. They will not be doing any marching. They will just be off near the north end zone here today at Hermiston High School inside the Purple Gym at the Doghouse. Bulldogs and the Blue Devils must-win weekend. And so the Hermiston Bulldogs welcoming in the Walla Blue Devils. Hermiston, after last night's comfortable win at Hanford, are 7-8, 5-6 in the conference. They actually have a half-game lead over Walla and Southridge right now in the MCC standings. Walla was off last night, so they come in 6-8 and 4-6. Let's meet the teams, and the starting lineups brought to you by Rogers Toyota. Visit RogersToyota of Hermiston.com to check out their new and pre-owned vehicle specials. Find your dream car and get any specialized service you need, all at Rogers Toyota in Hermiston. For the Walla Blue Devils, they will start with a 5'2" senior guard, Macy Eggert, along with a 5'6" junior guard, Jalen Davenport. Didn't play in the first meeting between the two, still recovering from a knee injury. The 5'6" senior guard, Addie Andrews, in the lineup, along with their two top outside shooters, 5'9" junior guard, Bridget Boyd, and the 5'11" senior post, Miriam Hutchins. For first-year head coach Mike Clark, who's assisted by Mark Gorham, Stacy Klingenberg, and Maggie Nicholson. The trainer is Haley Stout. The superintendent at Walla School District, Dr. Wade Smith. Principal John Shoemaker, and the athletic director Chris Ferenz, who's assisted by Karis Carrillo. For the Hermiston Bulldogs, the 5'8" freshman guard, JC Moreno, along with her sister, 5'7" junior guard, Alexa Moreno, in the backcourt, along with 5'10 freshman guard Sophie Rodriguez, 5'10 junior guard Lucy Teagarten, and the 5'8 junior forward Aspen Inners round out the five for fourth-year head coach Jay Ego, who is assisted by Amanda Rodriguez, Rico Rodriguez, Soraya Montez, Hannah Thompson. The principal here at Hermiston High School is Tom Spoo, the superintendent, Dr. Tricia Mooney. Athletic director Larry Usher, assisted by Vicky Paola, and the trainers, both here today, Debbie Green and Dan Emery. For a Hermiston team that is averaging 66.5 points per game, giving up 61.9 points per game. And Sonny Leby, I bring you in here as we look at what Hermiston did last night. This is a higher level of difficulty. Walla Walla, a better team, and a team that has been pesky at times for Hermiston.
Yeah, and a team that is arguably playing a little better than what they were the very first game we saw them this year. We'll see. I mean, they're at full force right now, so we are going to have to match that with our intensity tonight. It's got to be like it was last night.
It was Saturday, December 21st, up at Walla Walla, 74-50 the score in that one. What stands out to you in your memories about that game a month ago?
Well, it was just the ability that, we are, and I just mentioned it, the intensity that we came out with in that game started at the very first tip-off to the very end. We never gave them a chance to get into the game. And it's got to be the same thing. We've got to do it exactly like what we did last night. Put it on them early, make them chase us, but be aggressive and go to the basket.
Starters being introduced right now. We've told you about the crew that is going to be tipping this one off in a minute when we come back here at Hermiston High School on AM 1360 KOHU.
Number 20, a 5'10" freshman, Sophie Rodriguez. Number 23, a 5'10" junior, Lucy Teagarten. And number 33, a 5'8" junior, Aspen Inners.
Bulldogs, all white uniforms, purple numerals and lettering. Wall to wall, all black uniforms, blue numerals and lettering, trimmed in white. And to the jump circle, Miriam Hutchins and Lucy Teagarten. Hermiston attacking left to right. Hutchins wins the tip into the front court. And Walla Wall will control. Down onto the block. Knocked out of Hutchins' hands. Picked back up. Bounces into the left corner for Boyd. Boyd, they get it back out on top. Eggert coming to the right. Macy Eggert will attack the right lane. Too hard on the lane. Offensive rebound put back and flipped in by Davenport. And the first points of the game for Walla Walla, who were without Davenport, as I mentioned, the first meeting. Recovering from a injury suffered during the fall. Rodriguez blocked from behind, picked up by Inners, fouled. And Aspen Inners is going to the foul line. Last night's Delish Bistro player of the game had 20 points. And Hermiston's vocal leader is fouled by Jalen Davenport, who commits the first harm of the game. Inners at the foul line, where she was 2 of 2 last night. On the season, just better than 62% from the foul line. The first is good to tie the game at 2, and she does. Half a minute in to the contest. Hermiston will bring out their full court pressure. SJ Ego, can they press like they did last night? There's a loose ball at midcourt controlled by Walla Walla. Andrews on the left wing. From the perimeter, drives along the right baseline, missed the shot, poked out of the hands of Inners, and a loose ball up to the top of the key. Open, left corner, 3 ball, back iron off, and it's poked out of bounds by Walla Walla. Good energy from the Blue Devils here from the jump.
Yeah, very good energy. That's one thing that Hermiston's got to go ahead and counteract right now.
The Marinos bring it into the front court. JC gets double teamed. Her pass is stolen on the far sideline. Throw it middle of the floor for Boyd and the lay-in on the left side. Bridget Boyd extends the Walla Walla lead. Back to 2. A little more than a minute. Foul in the backcourt, however. Holding foul against Addison Andrews. Second on Walla Walla. And Hermiston down 4-2 will inbound with 6:47 left in the first quarter, attacking left to right. Alexa Moreno will run the point guard position. The junior brings it across the timeline, edging out to the right, bounces top of the key for Inners. Fake the handoff. Inners will come to her right, leave it for Teagarden. Teagarden into the paint, circles left side, too hard in the lane. Aspen's got the rebound, put back up, blocked away into the hands of Hutchins. Hutchins then stolen right back by Teagarden, who circles down to the left block and lays it in to tie the game. Hermiston had a plethora of steals last night against a Hanford team that struggled to get the ball up against them, including, we're putting the unofficial JC Moreno total at 15. She knocks it away. Walla Walla keeps. Down inside at the hoop, Davenport lays it in on a entry pass from Hutchins. 6'4", Walla Walla, skip pass, Sophie Rodriguez, left corner, Trey, back iron, pulled down by Hutchins. The senior post flips it down into the right corner. Andrews chases it down, skips it, left corner, Boyd there, long 2, airballed long, Hutchins foul over the back of Rodriguez, who had the inside position. And Miriam Hutchins picks up Walla Walla's third. 6'4", Walla Walla, 5:48 left, quarter 1. Their full court pressure gets to Inners. Inners, middle of the floor, front court. JC Moreno kicks it, right corner. Teagarden 3-ball, front iron off. Sophie Rodriguez, good inside position, back out to Alexa. Moreno 3, yeah! Alexa Moreno hammers the 3, and Hermiston's got their first lead at 7-6. 5:25 left, quarter number 1. Miriam Hutchins brings it across the timeline, gives it to Boyd. Boyd, left perimeter, drives in, poked out of her hands, gets it back, forces it into the paint to Davenport, lays it in. Davenport's a leaper, the junior gets the finish. She's got 6 of their 8, and then a foul at half court. And that will get Mike Clark up off of the bench, doing a couple of jumping jacks there on the 4th foul against Walla Walla, and it's Davenport's 2nd. Changes each way. Aspen Inners comes out. Micah Cherry, the 5'9" junior, in. Davenport with her 2nd foul will be removed as well. Teagarden at the top of the key. Coming left and flips it to Sophie Rodriguez. The freshman, back to Alexa Moreno. Moreno, top of the key. Teagarden 3-ball, off iron right, and Cherry can't pull the board down. It's secured by Andrews. Eggert lobs it up court, caught by Boyd, right wing, turns and shoots the long 2, and the rebound poked around, pulled in by Moreno. Battling with Corrine Hayes, the junior who came in for Davenport. Hermiston's got the possession arrow. Walla Walla's got the 8-7 lead. 4:40 left, quarter number 1. Alexa Moreno takes the inbound, throws middle of the court to Rodriguez. Sophie into the front court, coming left. Bumped by Hutchins, spins, back out, top of the key. Moreno catch and shoot the 3, and falls into Hutchins' hands. Hutchins near sideline across to Boyd. Boyd bounces, Eggert left baseline, 12-footer, high arcing shot, airball to Cherry. Cherry gets it up to Moreno. Moreno to her sister JC. JC catches middle of the floor, moves to the foul line, kicks it, Rodriguez left wing. Rodriguez back across to Alexa Moreno. Hermiston set up here, right corner. Teagarden there, Teagarden back out to Moreno. Coming into that right corner, and now back up top to Rodriguez. Sophie coming to her left. Left corner for JC Moreno. JC step through in the paint with the left hand, glass and good. First points of the night for the freshman, who had 18 last night for Hermiston. And the Bulldogs are back in front by 1. 3:45 left, first quarter. Right baseline drive to the 10 and a foul. Andrews to the line for a pair of foul shots. On Hermiston's first foul, Lucy Teagarden called for that harm.
Lucy Teagarden, that's her first personal foul.
Andrews, this is her 40th foul shot of the season. She's a 71.8% foul shooter. And that first shot is good for the senior guard. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in quarter number 1. And we're tied at 9 as the second foul shot goes begging. Cherry's got the rebound. Here on the near sideline, poked out of her hands, out of bounds at midcourt.
Yeah, right now, Eric, Walla's got all the energy. They really do. They're really getting after it. We got a few instances where we're playing some good defense and putting pressure, but full court to end, Walla's got the energy right now.
Entry pass was tried to throw it down into the post. Green Hayes knocked out of bounds. Baseline inbound for Hermiston. Alexa Moreno into the left block, and Teagarten flips it up. Teagarten's second bucket. 11-9 Hermiston. Bulldogs some full court pressure. Eggert, the senior guard, gets it across. Left corner give. A three-pointer for Andrews. Hoisted. Air ball off to the right. And pulled down by Cherry, who finds Rodriguez for Hermiston. Down the near sideline, she will race. The freshman at half court, slowed up. Gives it up to Alexa Moreno. Looks back to Jay Ego to set up the play. Teagarten on the right wing. Teagarten will spin down the right lane. Back out to Moreno. Right wing three ball. Way too hard. Off the back iron. Rebound from Teagarten. Knocked away from her. Sophie Rodriguez picks it up, and the floater in the paint rolls in. Her first point. Sophie did not score last night in that win at Hanford. The other 4 starters all big totals in double digits. Three-pointer off by Hutchins, and Hutchins goes tumbling as J.C. Moreno has the rebound for Hermiston. Leaves it to her sister Alexa out on the left wing. 13-9 Hermiston. Sophie drives paint and throws it out of bounds. Touched last by Walla. Into the game for Walla. Lucy Billingsley, the 5'6 junior. Rodriguez will come out, and Aspen Inners replaces her. Baseline inbound. 2:27 left in quarter number 1. 13-9 up to Inners, top of the key. Coming left, hands it back to Moreno. Moreno kicks right corner. Teagarten three ball. Back iron too hard. Poked out to the top of the key. Moreno catches it, takes to the foul line. Her jumper gets the shooter's roll. J.C. Moreno's got 4. Hermiston a little run. Up by 6. 2:08 left. Out into the right wing with some speed. A blocking foul on Micah Cherry. Number 2 on Hermiston. Pauses the clock with 2:05 left in the first quarter. 15-9. And a baseline inbound for Walla. Baskets to the right as they look up. Into the foul line. Open look there. Short shot for Hayes. And J.C. Moreno's got the rebound. J.C. lobs it up to Alexa. Alexa under the basket, catches it, flips it back behind her. Teagarten into the paint. Top of the key. Enters for 3. Back iron into the hands of Billingsley. Minute 48 left in quarter number 1. 15-9 Hermiston. Trap comes near sideline at a foul given for Walla. They will have possession after the third Hermiston foul. J.C. Moreno, the one called for the harm. 15-9 Hermiston, minute 43 left, quarter number 1. Bridget Boyd inbounds in front of the Hermiston bench. Up into the left corner. Quick trigger 3 for Hutchins. Airballed long, and Cherry's got it. Cherry gives to Inners. Inners will slow up and now turn and bring it down the middle of the floor. For Hermiston out to the right wing. Baseline cut for Teagarten. Tries the reverse off the bottom of the backboard. For Walla. Hutchins racing the other end. Up left wing Billingsley. Billingsley drives under the hoop, bumped off the hoop, and Cherry will pick up her second. And the 4th on Hermiston.
Personal fouls on Hermiston. Number 32, Micah Cherry. Her second personal foul, 4th team foul.
Minute 23 left in quarter number 1. Hermiston's lead is 6 still. Bridget Boyd, the inbounder, to the scorer's table. Sophie Rodriguez will be a late sub before we get this back in. Cherry comes out with the 2 fouls.
Good energy by Cherry, though. She had 4 rebounds for the Bulldogs in that first period before going out.
Lob it into Hutchins, missed the shot. Moreno's got the rebound. Hutchins took it away from her, missed another jumper from 6 feet away. Rebound put back Boyd. Hayes with that basket. Hermiston's lead is 15-11. 1:07 left. Right corner for Teagarten. Hutchins guarding her to a cutting J.C. Moreno. On the right block, spins back to her right, flips it up, and sky hooks it in. 17-11, under a minute left in quarter number one. Teagarden tips a pass at half court and then a foul. The foul is indicated against Corinne Hayes. That's the fifth on Walla Walla. Hayes' first will send Teagarden to the line for 2 foul shots. Lucy averaging 11.6 points per game. 23 of 37 at the charity stripe this season. It was 2 of 4 last night. Good on the first. Blue Devils will get Andrews and Hutchins breaks. Davenport comes back in along with Eggert. 50.3 seconds remaining in quarter number one. And Lucy goes 1 of 2. 18-11 is the score. That first one went, didn't it?
Yes.
And the scoreboard's off right now. Billingsley down on the left baseline. Bounce it back out to Eggert. Eggert coming right. Shuffles it off into the right corner. Davenport's entry pass. Back out onto the perimeter. Three-pointer hoisted and hit by Billingsley. The first 3 of the game for Walla Walla. And they're down by 4. Teagarden at the foul line. 15 seconds left behind her to J.C. Moreno. Wide open down the lane to lay it in. J.C. Moreno's got 8 in the quarter. 20-14. Final 5 seconds. Open run for Boyd into the front court. Bounces foul line. Jumper too hard for Hayes. And that brings us to the end of quarter one. 20-14 the score after 1 quarter when we're back in a minute on AM 1360 KOHU. Bulldog Basketball on AM 1360 KOHU is brought to you in part by the Hermiston School District. We have a couple of evenings coming up that can have a positive impact on your family. January 30th, learn how to help your child succeed. Sign up at parentguidance.org. 20-14 is what we should have on the scoreboard right now. We have 19-14. Lucy Teagarden went 1 of 2 at that foul line trip. Macy Eggert into the front court. Out onto the left wing for Walla Walla. Billingsley back to Eggert. Hermiston zoning to start this quarter. Andrews circling to the right. Eggert top of the key. Left wing shuffle it off to Billingsley. Back up to Eggert. Zone is perplexing Walla Walla at first. Now they get a drive and a kick and a lay-in by Billingsley. 20-16, the score line. Rodriguez bringing it into the front court. Right side for Moreno. Moreno back to Sophie Rodriguez. Left side enters from the wing. Up top, Alexa 3-ball. Little too hard, quite a bit too hard. Rebounded by Andrews off the bottom of the backboard. Andrews races in the front court for Walla Walla. Picks up her dribble. Lobs it across. Left over Hayes. Blocked away by Rodriguez. Under the basket. Walla Walla's got it. Bounce it back onto the perimeter to Eggert. Eggert will reset. 2-3 zone for Hermiston. Right side. 3 for Andrews. Short. And rebounded by Harshberger. She has it out of her hands. Through the legs of Rodriguez. It rolls back to the top of the key. And Walla Walla keeps. Back to Eggert. Davenport, Hutchins in the right side, ball passed in, poked by Harshberger into the hands of Teagarden. Lucy throws it up court. Alexa Moreno has it left wing. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming left, down the lane, lays it in, plus got hit on the arm. A chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Foul on Corrine Hayes, her second.
That's her second personal foul, first team foul.
And Rodriguez,
Rodriguez, she went wide.
where she is just under 53% from the foul line this season, has one and it's off. Hutchins rebounds it. For Walla Walla, middle of the floor gives it. Hayes shuffles it off to the right. Steal by Inners. Inners racing in the front court with Eggert on her hip. Right side for Teagarden. Teagarden, top of the key, Rodriguez, head fake, gets past the defender, right side Inners, coming back up to the top of the key. Hands off to Moreno. Moreno coming right, kicks it to Teagarden. Teagarden from the right corner. Back up top, Rodriguez. They weave and it's thrown away by Rodriguez into the right corner. Turnover on Hermiston. J.C. Moreno will come back in for Sophie Rodriguez.
Hadley Heiner comes in action for the Walla Walla Blue Devils.
And for Walla Walla, 5'6" senior Hadley Heiner into the game. And Bridget Boyd returns to the game, replacing Billingsley. Hayes out as well. .6:05 left and a steal by Teagarden. She throws it immediate up court. J.C. Moreno to run on it, right side, and laid in with the right hand. 10 points for Moreno, 24-16. 5:52 left in the second quarter. Eggert bounces, right elbow, back on the perimeter. Hutchins to Eggert, out to the left side. Andrews there, down onto the left baseline. Boyd's pass poked out of bounds. Touch last by Walla Walla. Hermiston ball. I don't know, maybe we're just going to have to eat this point. 23-16 is still what we've got on the scoreboard here at the Doghouse. 5:33 left, second quarter, left corner three-pointer. Aspen Inners around and out. Rebound put back. Oh, wide open. Moreno missed it. However, Hutchins pulls it down for Walla Walla. Flips it to Boyd near sideline. Cross the timeline. Into the hands of Hayes. Excuse me, Boyd. Boyd coming left. Boyd will drive left baseline, throw it over everything. Hutchins on the right block. Back out on the perimeter, steal by Moreno. Alexa Moreno. Tight roping the sideline, has it, throws it middle of the floor to JC. JC's got numbers. Bounce pass to Harshberger, left block, lay it in. Nice find, and the freshman's got her first points of the night. 25-16 on the scoreboard, 4:57 left in the second quarter. And a full timeout for Walla Walla's Mike Clark. We'll take that break as well. Second quarter, just under 5 minutes left. Hermiston by 9 on the board here on AM 1360 KOHU. Walla Walla ball, under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. 25-16 the scoreline. Macy Eggert has it between the rings. Bounces, Hutchins, right elbow, step back, jumper over. Moreno hits it. Hutchins' first points of the game, averaging 12.6 points per game for Walla Walla. 25-18. And Moreno has it. Coming out to the right, gives to Lucy Teagarden. Up top, JC. Back to the right side. Lucy open, right corner, three ball. Way too hard. In the right corner, it's secured by Boyd for Walla Walla. Finds Hutchins. Back to Boyd across the timeline. She'll bring it. 4:20 left in quarter number 2. Eggert, right corner, 3 ball, too hard. Back iron, rebounded by Teagarden. Nice rebound for Teagarden. For Hermiston, she throws it across the timeline. Moreno, left corner, Inners. Inners out of the corner, back up top of the key. Alexa Moreno gives it to Inners. She'll take the 3 left wing. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Aspen Inners' first field goal of the game, and Hermiston's out in front 28-18. Just past the halfway point of the second quarter. Eggert bounces on the right block. Heiner bounce out to the right corner. Diving to the floor. Inners takes it in a timeout given to Hermiston. 3:49 left in the second quarter. Aspen Inners dives to the floor, pulls the ball in, and Jay Eagle will use his first timeout to keep this possession on a good hustle play by Aspen.
Absolutely, great job. Saw the ball going down, went down, and she actually got hungry for the basketball.
Bulldog Basketball on your hometown radio stations, brought to you in part by Admiral Beverage. Enjoy the crisp and refreshing taste of Pepsi, as well as any of the great tasting beverages distributed by Admiral Beverage Company. At halftime, Hunter Allen signed his letter of intent. He actually committed to Eastern Washington University track all the way back when we were up there for football at the end of the football season. But sign a letter, get cupcakes here at Hermiston High School, and he got his cupcakes middle of this week. I talked to him, and we'll hear that at halftime of this game. 3:49 left in the first half, 28-18 Hermiston. Bulldogs with the ball. Sophie Rodriguez into the front court. Left corner for J.C. Moreno. Against the Walla zone. Right side, Teagarden catches. She'll drive. Her pass is kicked into the hands of Walla. Blue Devils secure. Davenport with it. Bounces to Eggert. Eggert across the timeline right side. Moving back middle of the floor. Yo-yo with the right hand. Bounces to the elbow for Heiner. Heiner skips it across left wing. Andrews attacks. Lobs it back up top to Davenport. Davenport to Eggert. Eggert right side gets a three-pointer up. Way too hard off the bottom of the backboard. Teagarden has it. Her pass up court is tipped, but Moreno keeps it. Moreno back to Cherry. Micah Cherry coming right to Teagarden. Lucy back to JC, left wing, 3 ball, back iron into the hands of Eggert, who's on the run, has a 2-on-1, slows up, skips it across, right side catch Andrews. Andrews into the corner for Hutchins. Hutchins back out on top to Eggert. Hermiston falling into their own zone. Heiner will drive, middle of the floor, fouled, no, walked.
Yeah, she walked before on the first move, and then she put the ball down and then got away with the next one down below.
28-18, 2:48 left in the second quarter. And Sophie Rodriguez will bring it across the timeline up into the right wing. Top of the key to Inners. Extra pass, Cherry in the left corner. Inners top of the key coming to right. Corner for Teagarden. Back to Sophie. Sophie to Aspen. Somebody's got to attack this zone from the perimeter. JC lobs it across. Sophie, right corner. Teagarden there. It's going to be her. Back up top to Inners. Inners gives to JC. JC coming right. Finds her way into the paint. Flips it up. Goes tumbling as the ball falls to Hutchins for Walla Walla. Up Daggett across the timeline. 10-point Hermiston lead. Lob it left corner. Andrews steps to her right. Works her way into the paint and lays it in. Andrews' first field goal of the game has Hermiston's lead shaved down to 8. 2 minutes left in the first half. Teagarden bounce in, Inners under the basket. Back left corner for Moreno. JC back out to Lucy, right side 3 ball. Back iron on the backside. A foul by Cherry on the arm of Davenport. It is the first foul on Hermiston here in the second quarter, so that's not a problem. But for Micah Cherry, it's her third. So she was gonna come out. She stays in. Lucy comes out, and Alexa Moreno replaces her. So Cherry's out there with 3 as Hermiston defends. She's at the bottom, down the right corner of the offense of a 2-3 zone. Tips a pass, loose ball. Cherry dives for it. Picked up, Walla controls. Hutchins right corner, hits the 3-pointer. That wasn't Hutchins, that was Hayes. Dark blue on black is a terrible decision. 90 seconds left in the second quarter, 28-23. Hayes has 5 now. JC Moreno, lob it, baseline. Hutchins steals it for Walla Walla. Right side to Boyd. Boyd moving middle of the floor, across the timeline out to the left. Left corner, Give to Andrews. Andrews circling back out on top. Bounce pass off of the leg of J.C. Moreno. Going forward into the front court. Missed the shot. Rebound put back up and flipped in by Alexa Moreno. Good hustle by Eggert. She dove at the ball, couldn't quite get it, and the Moreno sisters cleaned it up. Now Cherry, a foul up top. She had almost read the pass to Eggert, but a little late, and that's number 4 on her.
Yeah, that's going to get her setting for a long time tonight now.
53.1 left in the second quarter, and Lucy Teagarden is back in, 30-23. Left side drive, down onto the baseline. Billingsley bounce it back out to Hutchins. Hutchins, top of the key. Eggert, long 2. And off to the right. Poked in the air and secured by Teagarden. Teagarden then, her pass is thrown and knocked out off of Hayes last. Hermiston will keep it with 39 seconds left in the first half. Bulldogs leading by 7. Alexa Moreno will bring it up for Hermiston as they look to add on to this lead, facing a 2-3 zone when they get into the front court. J.C. Moreno, lob it inside to Teagarden, left block, open, turnaround, missed, and is going to the line for 2 on a Walla Walla foul. Just the second on Walla Walla here in the quarter, but it's Corinne Hayes' third. So she and Micah Cherry on the 2 sides of the court in foul trouble. Teagarden shooting 2. And we have to, right now, say that Teagarden went 0 for 2 on her first trip to the line. She didn't, but that's what we have to say because that's what the scoreboard reflects. Goes 1 for 2 there. 31-23. 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Left side for Billingsley. Down to the baseline, Hutchins throws it in to the paint. Hayes has it, spins back to her left. Lefty glass and good. Nice move there for Hayes, who has 7. 31-25 and a 30-second pause by Walla Walla before Hermiston's entry pass. With 10.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's an interesting timeout by Mike Clark here when you're defending what will presumably be the last shot of the first half.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. Unless he just did not like what he was seeing, who had made the break down the court already. But still, they had numbers down court.
This timeout tells me that Walla Walla has decided a stop here with 10.5 seconds remaining in the first half is of the utmost importance. Hermiston 31, Walla Walla 25. The Morenos will bring it up. Alexa into JC, who catches it on the run, bringing it into the front court. High pick from Aspen enters. JC coming left into the paint. Right hand floater in off the back iron. 33-25 is how we end the first half. Hermiston with the 8-point lead as we head into the locker rooms here and the halftime break. I owe you a 1-minute break. We'll take that pause now here at Hermiston High School.
that way too.
always nice to be able to treat yourself. It's even nicer when it's just 99 cents. That's what you can do when you stop by Debit Oil Circle K. Fill up the tank and then get your favorite fountain drink for just 99 cents any size. On the scoreboard over at Valhalla Court in Umatilla, a split today. Vale girls stay top of the conference, 56-25. They beat the Umatilla girls, but Umatilla beating Nissa yesterday in both boys and girls. A good weekend for Marissa Gonzalez's team. A very good weekend for Scott Bowe's team. They sweep, beat Nissa yesterday, beat Vale this afternoon, 65-35. They will host McLaughlin on Tuesday. Hermiston's off Tuesday, so little bonus web stream only basketball on Tuesday from Umatilla, Pioneers, and the Vikings on GoHermiston.com and Mixler.com. We're here on AM 1360 KOHU. Tip of the hat to those of you on Hermiston School District's YouTube channel, HTV Hermiston. And we start the second half. Hermiston with the ball attacking right to left. Aspen enters out to the right corner for Lucy Teagarten. Up top back to Alexa Moreno, JC Moreno, and Sophie Rodriguez round out the 5. Alexa Moreno top of the key against the Walla zone. Sophie back to Alexa. Left side pass is poked out of bounds, far sideline, tipped by JC last. And Hermiston back on defense in the opening minute of the second half. Up 34-25. I did go down there and make a point that Lucy made the first of her 2 foul shots in both trips to the line, and the score was wrong. I won. Left side drive by Walla, miss for Andrews, loose ball, and Aspen enters, picks it up in traffic, gets it up to Alexa Moreno, across middle of the floor to JC, right corner Lucy, Teagarten back out to enters, through her hands, loose ball, and chased down for Walla by Jalen Davenport. Davenport to Andrews, Macy Eggert, Bridget Boyd, Miriam Hutchins, the 5 who started the game, back out there for Walla. Boyd left side will drive, and a foul on the perimeter by Sophie Rodriguez, her first. Rodriguez had 4 in the first half. Aspen had 5. Lucy had 6. Alexa with 5. JC Moreno with 10. Hermiston made 2 3-point shots and were 4 of 7 from the foul line. Hutchins on the right wing held to just 2 points. Will hoist a 3-pointer. Rims into the hands of Aspen Inners. Inners racing into the front court herself down the far sideline. Gives to Teagarten in the right corner. Gets it back to Aspen. Up top Moreno around into the left corner for Sophie Rodriguez against this zone. Give to JC Moreno, the leading scorer in the game. Kicks it right corner to Teagarten. Teagarten catches, drives to her left, tries to dump it underneath to enter, stolen ball. Boyd secures it for Walla. Down the middle of the floor, Boyd brings it on the run, poked and hit on the arm. Second foul on Hermiston here in quarter number 3. That was 6:24 left. The clock is paused. The foul is Aspen Inners first. It was low enough on the court that it would be a baseline inbound. Boyd to put in play. Up top to Hutchins. Hutchins, their leading scorer at 12.6 a game, and now Inners called for a foul on the near sideline, defending on the wing. Her second, 3 on Hermiston here in the opening 2 minutes of the third quarter. 7 from Corrine Hayes off the bench, the leading scorer for Walla. Davenport had 6 in the first quarter. Limited after that. Eggert, top of the key. Gives off to the left and down inside to Hutchins. Hutchins turns and faces against Teagarten on the block. Back to Eggert, who comes to her right. Lobs it left corner. Hutchins long 2. Front iron into the hands of Alexa Moreno for Hermiston. Down the middle of the floor. Moreno, right side to Teagarten. Teagarten will try baseline. Bounce it into the paint. Off Inners' hands. Inners dives to the floor and ties up the ball with Hutchins. Jump ball possessions, Wallace. 5:55 left in the third, 34-25. Hermiston's lead. 2 minutes, 5 seconds into the third quarter. We're paused at where the scoreboard was at halftime. Boyd turns, bounces, nice pass up court, and Teagarten credited with a block on Davenport. A lot of contact there. Davenport gets it back and a foul on that one. Davenport to the foul line for 2. On Lucy's second foul. Number 4 on Hermiston, though, with 5:42 left in the third quarter. It will be a bonus quarter for Walla the rest of the way. Blue Devils have the lane cleared with Mike Clark using the foul shots as a de facto timeout for everybody else. Davenport misses the first. She is just 3 of 8 on the season from the foul line. Abby Harshberger in, and Inners will come out with 5:42 on the clock in the third. And the lefty shot is off as well, but knocked out of bounds by Andrews. Hermiston ball.
Now, Hermiston has tried to force it down where there's just no passing lane. They just got to keep moving the basketball quick.
Sophie Rodriguez, left corner, 3, too hard. Teagarden's got the rebound on the backside. Back out to Moreno. Give to Harshberger. Harshberger's pass is tipped. She gets it back, however. The freshman shuffles it off to Alexa. Right side, Teagarden catches as she drives. Back out to Alexa Moreno. Near side to JC. Left corner, Sophie again a 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And Rodriguez has 7. 37-25. Those are the first points either team here in the third quarter. Pass tipped by Harshberger. Steal by Rodriguez, and she'll throw it away on the other end. Aspen Inners right back in. Abby Harshberger out. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 37-25. When Teagarden was out a little more than a week ago with illness, Harshberger got pulled up full-time varsity. And the very first game, Jay Ego got her in like 2 minutes in. He said, look, we're just going to get away with it. I don't know what kind of an and one mixtape move that was that Andrews did that didn't get called as a travel. Boyd drives and kicks left side. Davenport hits the long 2. That's almost the same age level callback as when I told you about the MPTV Rock and Jock 100-point spot on the floor during the JV girls game. Ball knocked out of bounds. And
we just call it sloppy basketball, and that for some reason the officials had blinders on.
37-27, 4:25. Alexa Moreno has it, top of the key to Inners. JC Moreno. 2-3 zone for Walla, and Hermiston hasn't been able to shoot him out of it. Moreno right wing, 3-pointer, front iron. Sophie Rodriguez had the rebound, taken away, and then the ball knocked out of bounds. Hutchins stepping out as she tried to secure it.
Hutchins had 10 rebounds in the first half, Eric, and that was our 11th rebound that time. Unfortunately, lost it off her own foot whenever she went back.
Jay Ego wants a timeout with 4:10 left here in the third quarter. It'll take a 30-second pause to 2 at about the halfway point. Neither team has come out of the locker room well.
Well, no, I mean, we've got 5 turnovers already in this third period. We had 5 in the whole first half. We're just not taking care of it and still not shooting real well. We haven't shot well all game. Walla is just not shooting real well right now.
Jay Ego did say last night that is what he thought this team would look like from the outside. 8 3-pointers made. You had Aspen with 20, Lucy with 19, JC with 18, and Alexa with 17. And on their home floor, the shooting has just not been consistent here today. Inners takes the inbound, gives to JC, coming left, spin move into the paint with the right hand, floats it up and in. JC Moreno, really the one Bulldog who can create right now from the perimeter for herself. Gets Hermiston's lead back out to 12. Left corner, Hutchins open for 3, back iron too hard, and to the rebound, Davenport dives into it and tied up by Moreno. Hermiston has the possession arrow, 3:46 left in the third quarter. And the Bulldogs up by 12. As Alexa Moreno gives to Lucy Teagarden in the front court. JC Moreno between the rings. Back over to Lucy in the right corner. Skip pass to Sophie. Rodriguez gives it back to JC. The freshman coming left to her sister Alexa. Skip it, Teagarden in the right corner. Still everything on the perimeter. Lucy right side. Will circle, kick, Alexa, left wing three ball, front iron it in. And her third field goal of the game has Hermiston in front 42-27. 3:13 left in the third. Billingsley, front court right side for Boyd. Boyd will try and answer back three, banks it in. Her first triple of the night, 25th of the season. Boyd's got 5. Third three-pointer made by Walla. The team's level in that category. Lucy in the right corner, bounce in. Aspen enters, turns wide open, lay-in. Aspen with 7. 44-30, Hermiston's advantage. 2:40 left, third quarter. Race into the lane. Boyd steps to her left and floats it in with the left hand. Was that Boyd? It was Boyd. 7 for her. Alexa Moreno in the left corner. Skip pass, Teagarden, right corner, 3 in front of the band, and it's off iron. Pulled in by Hayes, Karina Hayes at half court, gives it to Boyd. Bridget Boyd drives, loses the handle, gets it back, and hands off to Billingsley. Billingsley walked, no foul, as she worked her way into the paint. Number 5 on Hermiston. Number 2 on Sophie Rodriguez.
That's her third.
Abby Harshberger back in for Aspen Inners.
And that's her third foul.
That's what the scoreboard says.
So who did they give?
Billingsley is the one at the foul line. And she misses the first. Addie Andrews back in for Walla Walla. 2:07 left in the third, 44-32, the lead for Hermiston, although a miss, an offensive rebound, and a foul inside. J.C. Moreno had taken the ball away from Davenport, and somehow that's called a foul. Moreno's the one holding the ball. And so instead, Davenport to the line, where she has missed 2 in this quarter. Blue Devils have missed 5 in a row from the line, or just 1 of 6 tonight. Davenport rattles that one in. .206 left in the third quarter. Davenport cuts the Hermiston lead back down to 10. She has 10 points. Alexa Moreno, front court give, right side Teagarden. Teagarden around Hutchins, into the paint with the left hand, scoops it up and draws a foul. And now Lucy will earn a trip to the line for a pair. Mike Clark calls the Blue Devils over as Lucy gets set to shoot foul shots. They have to have 2 in there in the lane. And so they run back, and Hermiston doesn't have to put anybody in with 1:57 left in the third quarter. Hutchins, her second foul. And the first one on Walla Walla. But that's kind of indicative of Hermiston's passive around the perimeter offense. They're not attacking, so there's no reason for Walla Walla to have any fouls this quarter until Lucy's attack.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was ready to say that we don't have the energy right now going at the basket.
Minute 53 left in the third quarter. Back out to a 12-point lead as Lucy makes them both. Up to Boyd, cutting down left lane, cut off well by J.C. Moreno. Bounces in off Hutchins, out of play, Hermiston ball. Minute 44 left in the third. 46-34, Hermiston's advantage. Some more fans starting to filter in ahead of the boys' game. Between the rings, J.C. Moreno back to the right corner. Teagarden will drive in the paint, stuck. Back out to J.C. J.C. down the lane, puts her shoulder down against Davenport, missed the shot. Rebound, put back, Teagarden floats it in. And Lucy's in double digits with 10. 48-34. Pressure in the backcourt. Now Hermiston picks up a little bit of pressure. Billingsley, right side, will float it over everything. Davenport rebounds to Boyd, 12-footer left baseline. Davenport rebound, put back, she's got 12. 48-36. As we approach the minute mark in the third quarter, Alexa Moreno front court to JC. Moreno to Lucy. Lucy, pull up, 15-footer, right side rattles home. Teagarden's got 12. 50-36 Hermiston. Lucy just misses a steal. Other end, wide open. Andrews finish. Her second field goal of the game, and Hermiston's lead is back down to 12. 35 seconds left. Wide open, down around everybody. Alexa Moreno drives and finishes. 52-38, 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Hutchins up into the front court, catch by Andrews. Andrews on the right wing. High pick set. Andrews will come right on the baseline, throw right into Teagarden, who knocks it down. Picked up by Moreno. 14 seconds left. Right down to the right wing. JC knocked down, throws the ball back to midcourt, loose ball. Teagarden falls down. Boyd and Hutchins standing there. Boyd has it coming left and threw it off of the leg of Alexa Moreno out of bounds with 1.9 seconds remaining. Hermiston is gassed.
Yeah.
But they're up by 14 with 1.9. Boyd to inbound. Lobs it in the paint. Catch and roll off the front iron. Davenport missed. 52-38 after three quarters as we go to the fourth. Hermiston with the lead here at Hermiston High when we come back on AM 1360 KOHU. Walla ball attacking left to right here at Hermiston High School. Trying to come from behind and catch Hermiston in the standings. Bulldogs up on them a half game. Alexa Moreno knocks the ball out of bounds on the far sideline. Out there along with JC Moreno, Lucy Teagarden, Sophie Rodriguez, and Abby Harshberger. The 5 to start the fourth quarter for Hermiston. Macy Eggert's back in along with Jalen Davenport. Miriam Hutchins open, long two left corner. Hutchins just her second bucket of the ball game. Has Hermiston down 52-40. Rodriguez drives baseline, kicking in the right corner, poked out of bounds on the far side. And Aspen enters back to the scorer's table as Hermiston gets ready inbound from the sideline.
Aspen enters into the lineup for the Bulldogs, replacing Harshberger.
Abby will come out. Aspen is in. Aspen's going to try to post up inside. Lob it in. Aspen poked away. Just read well. Davenport defended it. Into the front court. Andrews comes. Andrews gets bumped. Throws it across the lane. Loose ball picked up by Eggert. On the perimeter. Top to Boyd. Boyd for three. Nothing at the bottom of the net. Boyd's got 10. That's the fourth three-pointer made by Walla. Aspen enters in the front court, breaking the press. Teagarden right corner, three to answer. Short shot. Enters, has the rebound in the paint, flips it back up, missed the shot. Hutchins boards it. 52-43. Lobbed pass up court. Walla as Andrews has it. Drives around enters. Kicks it left baseline. Knocked out of Davenport's hand. She gets it back. Eggert's pass up court. Tipped by Moreno. Moreno taken down by Eggert. And a pause and a timeout given to Walla on the far sideline. 6:58 left in the fourth quarter. 30-second pause for the Blue Devils. They will have 2 timeouts left. Hermiston has 3 timeouts remaining. Hermiston's lead is 52-43. How do the Bulldogs finish this thing?
taking care of the basketball, one thing, and they've got to hit some shots. They've got to finish at the rim, and that they're not calling a whole lot of heavy contact down inside. They've got to play the game that way. They've got to go ahead and finish after being hit.
There was that sequence there in the final couple minutes of the third quarter where Hermiston finally started attacking from the perimeter against Walla Walla's zone. Walla Walla may not be able to stay in that zone just because they still got to make up 9 points in the fourth quarter. 6:58 left. They're inbound, far sideline. Boyd to put it in play. Backcourt to Eggert. Eggert will bring it across the jump circle. Between the rings, Eggert yo-yos with the right hand. Right side give to Andrews and gets it back. Eggert looking left. Will put it on the floor that way. Bounce pass right side. Poked by Inners. Near sideline out of bounds. Sophie touched it last.
That was a little better energy there going after the basketball.
Sophie Rodriguez will come out. Micah Cherry has been limited tonight with foul trouble. Bridget Boyd is the inbounder in front of her own bench. Down in the right corner. In the corner gives. Quick trigger shot at the shot clock of 4. Hutchins off of everything. And a shot clock violation for Hermiston with their defense. Slowing Walla Walla down. 52-43. Full court pressure from Walla Walla. Alexa Moreno has it middle of the floor. Gets it across. Throws it back to the jump circle. JC there. JC left side for Cherry. Cherry lobs it out right. Alexa Moreno catches, brings it back to the top of the key. Pass in left corner, tip, JC has it, hesitates, lobs it inside, and knocked away by Hutchins from Inners. Hutchins gets it up to Davenport. Walla Walla's got numbers. Davenport, right corner, three-pointer for Andrews. Front iron, rebound. Davenport knocked out of her hands on the putback attempt. Knocked out again, last touch by Aspen. Reaches down and slaps the floor with both hands. Like she's a Duke Blue Devil.
Yeah. That was frustrating because she tried to go ahead and get it, and just the length of Davenport is what got her that rebound.
Inbound pass gets tipped, gets back to Andrews. Hutchins back to Andrews, long distance three. Front iron short, Boyd has the rebound. Cherry guarding her, back to the foul line, coming right into the paint. Andrews off the bottom of the rim. Another offensive rebound. Hutchins flips it over everything. Inners secures finally for Hermiston. Lob it up to Moreno. Moreno across the timeline. 5:45 left. Rodriguez, left corner, give to Cherry. Cherry back out on top. Her pass, Inners gets it to deflected pass. Turnaround over Andrews. Short shot. 52-43. Hermiston still scoreless. 5:33 left in the fourth quarter. Left side and a lefty lay-in by Davenport over the finger roll. 52-45. Blue Devils have almost finished the comeback. Alexa Moreno on the left wing. Coming right, directing traffic. Gives it to Teagarden. Back to Inners. Up top to Sophie. Rodriguez. Left side Cherry. Back to Inners. Top of the key. Aspen coming right. Will work her way down, draw the bump, and go into the line for two as she got the edge around Boyd and drew Boyd's first foul.
First foul is number 23, Bridget Boyd. Her first personal foul, first team foul.
Inners made both her foul shots in the first quarter. 7 points right now for the junior. 5:05 left in the fourth quarter. This Hermiston team, they get Tuesday off in the conference. Actually, most of the conference is off Tuesday. Southridge is at Hanford. Everybody else is quiet until next Friday. And next Friday is a Hermiston bye, so they don't play until next Saturday at Kamiakin. Got to finish this weekend, though. Aspen goes 2 for 2. First points for Hermiston in quarter number 4. Extends the lead back out to 9. 3 minutes into the quarter. Boyd, left block, stuck. Back out onto the perimeter for Billingsley. Billingsley down in the left corner. Hutchins is doing jumping jacks on the right side. Now cuts across the lane. Left elbow jumper for Hutchins. Rebounded by Inners off the back iron. Inners trapped in the backcourt, throws it across the front court. Moreno, right corner. Sophie Rodriguez, 3 ball. Back iron too hard. Billingsley pulls down the board. 4:35 left. Hermiston 54-45. Down to the right corner. Hutchins there, long 2, splashed it. Hutchins has 6. 54-47. Hermiston's lead is 7. Left corner for Micah Cherry. Cherry behind her to Alexa Moreno. Three-pointer, nothing but the bottom of the net. Moreno's got 13. Back out to a 10-point lead. 4:10 left in the fourth quarter. Bridget Boyd brings it across the timeline for the Blue Devils. Picks up her dribble, and behind her shuffles it off to Eggert. Traveling violation. Kind of a delayed call there. Lucy Teagarten back in for Micah Cherry. And for the Blue Devils, for the first time, 5'10" sophomore guard Delilah Franzen comes into the game to replace Boyd. Walla didn't play last night, so they should be the fresher of these two teams with 4 minutes left in the fourth. Teagarten catches, drives left corner. Sophie Rodriguez, three, rattles out, and it's just over Teagarten's hands. Alexa Moreno keeps it. Sophie Rodriguez baseline. Back out to the right corner. JC for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 15 for JC, 60-47 Hermiston. They have just not been able to hit all day, and now they get two in two consecutive possessions from outside. Into Hutchins, open lay-in under the basket, wide open, 60-49, and Mike Clark will take a full timeout with 3:28 left in the fourth. Hermiston 60, Walla 49 when we come back in a minute on AM 1360 KOHU. Left in the fourth quarter. 60-49, Hermiston's lead with the ball out of Walla Walla's second to last timeout. JC and Alexa Moreno in the backcourt along with Sophie Rodriguez, who gets it across the timeline. Sophie drives, kicks right corner. Teagarten back out. Alexa another three. Back iron this time off, and it's poked out of bounds by Hutchins. No.
Ooh.
Off of Sophie, they say. Miriam Hutchins will inbound it. And Jago backing his team off. They were thinking they were in there to press, but they will sit back up by 11 with 3:08 left in the fourth quarter. Billingsley top of the key. Now Hermiston man-to-man defense. Coming right, Andrews all the way down the right side, lays it in. Addie Andrews has 7, 60-51. In the backcourt, JC Moreno has it. Got Andrews up into the air, throw it across the timeline, and Aspen enters across to Alexa Moreno. Right back to Aspen, top of the key. Lob it to JC on the left side. Walla kind of sitting in a matchup zone right now. Not pressing Hermiston very hard, down by 9. JC Moreno back up top, enters, takes a three with 30 on the shot clock, off to the right. Rebounded up court to Hayes. Karina Hayes into the front court for Walla. Stops at the foul line, pops the jumper. Rebound tipped out into the right corner, and Alexa Moreno chases it down. Bounces to Inners. Inners will bring it on a jog into the front court. Right wing, gives to Teagarten. Lucy out of that corner, circles into the paint all the way to the hoop. Use her right hand, flip shots off iron. And rebounded by Billingsley for Walla. Billingsley into the front court. Billingsley splits two defenders, takes it to the 10 and lays it in. Hesitation move right at the elbow, and Billingsley has the Hermiston lead down to 7. Minute 45 left. Inners top of the key. Bulldogs need a bucket here on this possession. Inners, lob it. Teagarten in the right corner. Teagarten bounces it to Alexa Moreno. She loses the handle. 90 seconds left.
Time for a timeout.
Alexa, tip pass out of bounds on the baseline. Changes for Walla Walla. Eggert and Davenport back in. Franzen comes out along with Billingsley. Moreno inbound on the baseline, baskets to the left. Lob it in. Teagarden catches at the foul line, coming left. Picks up her dribble, spins around, glass it off. Teagarden gets the offensive rebound, circles back to the left, flips it up, glass and good. As Inners was laying in the paint, Teagarden banks it in. 1:14 left, 62-53. Eggert to Hutchins between the rings. Hutchins coming right. Hutchins poked out of her hands, gets it back on the perimeter. Andrews will turn and drive and draw a foul. Lucy Teagarden will send Andrews to the line for 2 foul shots. A minute and a second remaining here in the fourth.
That's her second personal foul.
62-53.
First team foul.
Andrews went 1 of 2 from the foul line back in quarter number 1. Delilah Franzen will come back in for Corrine Hayes. I think notable with 1:01 left, the foul totals here in the quarter are 1-1. So Walla Walla's got some fouls to give if they want to start playing a possession game. Andrews made them both 62-55. J.C. Moreno's got inbound. Lobs it in. Eggert pokes it away. Jago's now calling a timeout.
That's a good timeout. They're tired, Eric, and they're slow getting to the ball or anything else.
Full timeout with 1 minute remaining and 1 second remaining here in the fourth quarter. 62-55, Hermiston's lead. And I thought the back-to-back threes from Alexa and then J.C. Moreno, that would seal the deal, but Walla just will not go away.
No, I mean, they are relentless on the boards and going to the board, and going to the basket. They've got, and that's showing where we have very tired feet because they've had 4 in this fourth period so far, 4 lay-ins. With really no challenge whatsoever on it, and that's showing that we are tired or we're just not moving our feet whatsoever.
The bench is actually fuller than it's been all year. Kylie Morgan was swung up today, along with Avery Devon, who we saw yesterday, and Annika Holden. The only one of the swingers we've seen is Abby Harshberger in limited moments. J.C. Moreno, the inbounder. Aspen Inners coming, using her body to get it in, and it's thrown away by J.C. Steal by Andrews. Andrews takes it down the right lane, throws off the bottom of the rebound, put back at a foul, and Davenport's going to the line for a pair.
First foul on number 33, Aspen Inners. That's her third personal foul. Second team foul.
Davenport made her last 2. She is 2 for 4 from the line, make it 2 for 5 as that one is off too hard. Hadley Heiner, the senior guard, will come into the game for the very first time for Bridget Boyd. 56.4. As I mentioned, Walla Walla needs some fouls. Missed the shot. Inners secures the rebound. Inners in the backcourt. Hands it off to Sophie. Rodriguez knocked out of her hands by Walla Walla.
Eric, what we're doing right now, and this is showing our youth, when we're taking the basketball, we're turning around and going towards our own baseline instead of going up the court.
Alexa Moreno gets it, grits it across the timeline, right corner to Teagarden. Teagarden back out to Inners. 43 seconds left. Inners hammered up at the top of the key. Finally a whistle comes, and Andrews called for her second. Number 3 on Walla Walla. Excuse me, number 2 on Walla Walla. 41 seconds left, 62-55 Hermiston. Rodriguez lobs it into Inners. It is poked off of Walla Walla out of bounds. Davenport got her hand on it. Now down in the left corner in the sideline And Sophie Rodriguez will be the inbounder. Bulldogs stack up, lob it in to JC Moreno through her hands, bounced out of bounds off of Moreno last. A Hermiston turnover with 38.9 seconds remaining. Eggert and Hayes both to the scorer's table quickly to come back in for Walla Walla. Bulldogs lead is 7 with 38.9. It's going to be hard for Walla Walla to do this, but it does feel like they've got most of the momentum right now. Right side Hutchins, back to Eggert. Hutchins, right side, three-pointer, knocked it in. Timeout for Mike Clark. He will take his last timeout with Walla Walla within 4. It's a full timeout with 26 seconds remaining. The conclusion coming up when we come back on AM 1360 KOHU. Bulldogs hit the inbound, and Aspen Inners is fouled.
Personal fouls on number 30, Miriam Hutchins.
And Hutchins, her third. That's number 3 on Walla Walla. 17 seconds left. Hermiston by 4. Sophie Rodriguez back into the backcourt. Alexa Moreno comes and gets it there. Moreno find a dribble in the backcourt for a while. Now at half court, double team come, thrown away. She gets taken to the floor. Hutchins with the steal, coming down the other end, lays it in with 5 seconds left. 62-60 and a foul in the backcourt. Foul number 4 on Walla Walla, trailing 62-60. And Jay Ego will call a timeout with 1.8 seconds remaining. I'm not sure exactly what Alexa Moreno is supposed to do to earn the foul there as she gets sandwiched at half court.
Yeah, and Eric, they have a couple of places they call a coffin corner where you don't want to go and pull up. One is the timeline, and that's what happened because that puts you in a real bind between the midcourt line and the timeline to where double team can come and you got no place to go. She just got hammered. There was no excuse for not making a call on that play.
Bulldogs have been outscored 22-10 here in the fourth quarter. They are perilously clinging on to a 62-60 lead. Hermiston, the next foul by Walla Walla will put them at the line.
Who got the foul for them that last time? They never did.
It was Davenport.
Oh, they gave it to Davenport? Okay.
Hermiston has a timeout. Walla Walla does not have a timeout. 1.8 seconds remaining. Got to get it in. Sophie Rodriguez, the freshman, will be inbounding. Bulldogs go blocks and elbows on Walla Walla's hoop.
We missed it.
And bounce it into Inners. Inners then is tackled. And a half second remains. Number 10, Shayla Creason commits the harm. Delilah Franson. Her first, that's number 5. So it's Aspen Inners at the line, where she is 4 for 4 tonight. Just a half second remaining, and Aspen makes the first. She can make one more and win the game. No reason to miss here, just make it. And she does, and Hermiston is going to hang on. Don't even have to defend it. Turn and hoist, a half-court heave is short for Franzen, and the Bulldogs win. Hanging on 64-60. They survive Walla Walla here this afternoon at the Doghouse and get back to 500. And they sweep the season series with the Blue Devils. All those things important on this must-win weekend. We'll come back and we will put a bow on the first half of our doubleheader when we return here in 2 minutes on AM 1360 KOHU. Eric Olson, Sonny Levy with you on AM 1360 KOHU. We welcome you as well online at GoHermiston.com and Mixler.com/1360-KOHU, the web stream powered by Blue Mountain Networks. We also say hello for those of you with us on Hermiston School District's YouTube channel, HTV. I'm Eric Olson alongside Sonny Levy as we get ready for the boys game. Let's take a quick look at the Columbia Orthodontics scoreboard. Hermiston's girls win 64-60 here against Walla Walla. Southridge hangs on for a 53-40 win at Southridge High School against Pasco. Kamiakin hammers Hanford 73-11, the final tally in that one.
Wow.
And Chiawana wins at Kennewick 57-42. Chiawana has navigated through an incredibly difficult weekend. Overtime win last night against Kamiakin 66-62. Then the win today at Kennewick. And so Chiawana is in a very good spot to run the table here to the end and go perfect in the MCC. We also know that over at Umatilla, Vale girls beat the Vikings 56-25. Umatilla boys hammered Vale 65-35. And you had Echo hammering Griswold in the first half.
Yeah, at the end of the first half, it was 44-8.
44-8. All right. Must-win weekend wraps up here with the Hermiston boys and Walla Walla Blue Devils. Bulldogs yesterday win at Hanford 55-50. Walla Walla was off last night, so Adam Bird's team should be well rested, and they will start the 5'11 senior guard Carter Chevelle, 5'8 sophomore guard Micah Eggert, 6'3 senior guard Gabe Corum, the 6'8 sophomore forward Truman Bullington, and the 6'1 junior guard Colt Pemberton. 6th year in charge of the Walla Walla program for Adam Berg. He's 75-51 overall there. He's assisted by Spencer Hessler, Dave Blockiger, Tyler Smith, and Kevin Gwynn. Kelsey Dale is the trainer. Walla Walla superintendent Dr. Wade Smith. John Shoemaker is the principal, Chris Ferenz, the athletic director, and Karis Carrillo, the athletic director's assistant. Blue Devils are 7-7. They're 4-6 in the conference, 4-4 away from home, and averaging 59.9 points per game, giving up 58.8 points per game. No changes for Hermiston. The 6'2 sophomore wing Lane Simmons with the 5'10 senior guard Blake Paulzinski, the 6'1 senior guard Kellen Young, 6'4 senior forward Carter Cleveland, the 6'3 senior wing Braden Breland. Blue Devils, all black uniforms, blue numerals and lettering trimmed in white. And for Hermiston, the all-white uniforms, Hermiston across the chest in purple with gold trim. Cleveland will go to the jump circle along with Bullington. So Cleveland, Breland, Young, Paulzinski, and Simmons for Hermiston. And head coach Brian Edwards in his second year. Bullington wins the tip, but into the front court, secured by Paulzinski for Hermiston. Braden Breland with Hermiston attacking left to right. We'll get it back to Paulzinski in the corner. Across right side, Simmons, quick trigger three-pointer. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Lane Simmons hits one early. His 24th three-pointer of the season puts Hermiston in front right from the jump. Chevelle bounces on the far sideline for Corum. Corum moving middle of the floor. Back behind him to Bullington and a foul. Kind of a hip check foul. Paulzinski commits it. Whoa, they gave it to Cleveland.
Whoa.
That's the wrong guy.
That is definitely the wrong guy.
And they haven't announced it yet either. Carter Cleveland is the one who was checked in for the foul. Miss, and Kellen Young has it for Hermiston. 20 points last night. He had a career-high 24 the first meeting with Hanford, had a cool 20 last night. Foul line jumper for Cleveland. Back iron too hard. Pulled down by Chevelle for Walla Walla. Bulldogs 3-0. Right side, Bullington will pull threes. That one around and out. Kellen Young's got the board. Young down the far sideline into the front court for Hermiston. Picks up his dribble, almost traveled. Attenberg wanted it. Lane Simmons has it and hands off right sideline. Breland will muscle his way in, pick up his dribble, and lob it back out on top. Simmons there. Shuffle it into the left corner. Kellen Young Head fake, got his defender in the air, inside to Cleveland. Cleveland bounces, entry pass to Breland, short on the shot. Underneath, Pemberton's got the board for Walla Walla. Out right side, Quorum hesitates, right corner, back out to Bullington, fakes a pass left, drives right, into traffic, finger roll finish. Truman Bullington is the number 4 scorer in the Mid-Columbia Conference with 19.1 points per game. Cleveland against Bullington, lost the handle, Bullington picks it up, Hermiston by 1, 6:15 on the clock in the first quarter. Weaving in the lane, pulled out of Chevelle's hands, saved in by Polzinski. Back up top, Quorum for 3, off iron, and Polzinski battling for it, knocked it to Breland. Blake Polzinski does so much, far sideline, poked out of bounds, so much that doesn't show up in his scorebook.
Absolutely, and I think we've seen by this trio of officials exactly what kind of game they're going to call unless they start changing. They're allowing a lot of contact.
6 minutes left in quarter one, 3-2. Simmons to Breland, off to Young on the left wing. Top of the key, Polzinski there, near side Breland, on the right perimeter. Top of the key to Cleveland, steps to his right against Bullington. Hands off to Breland, Breland in the paint. Back up top, Kellen Young sizes up a 3, knocked him at the bottom of the net. Young hit 4 of them last night. That's his 34th of the season. 6-2 Hermiston lead. Bullington to answer, too hard, and Polzinski tips it. Lane Simmons keeps it in through Breland's hands. Loose ball picked up by Eggert for Walla Walla. Lob it back out on top for Chevelle. Chevelle between the rings. Hermiston 6-2, 5:18 clock first quarter. Bounce inside to Bullington. Bullington turning around, fading away. 12-footer too hard. Offensive board Quorum back out on top. Splitting defenders, Chevelle into the lane, runs over Breland, and a flopping violation is issued against Breland as he stood there in the middle of the paint and got run over, and they're going to call it a flop. 6-2 means Walla Walla has the ball with 5:06 left in the first quarter. He gets his position. Doesn't matter how forceful the contact is. If the contact is committed.
That was a backcourt violation there.
Pemberton drives right side and with a right hand finger rolls it in. He was backing up and shuffling. It was, where was he? Where was the ball as he caught it at half court? They said he had gotten into the backcourt. Right side, Breland will drive and kick back out to Young. Young on the right wing, spins. Got his defender in the air, top of the key to give to Cleveland. Cleveland will try a three-pointer over Bullington. Front iron rolls out to Chevelle's hands. 6-4 Hermiston lead, 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Chevelle, top of the key, pull up right elbow, jumper too hard, and Young's got another rebound. Young splits 2 defenders and pushes. Hermiston's got numbers. Young lost the handle, got it back to Simmons, down inside to Cleveland. Cleveland, reach across his body, not whistled. Cleveland to a cutting Young. Young, too hard off of the glass into the hands of Bullington. Bullington bounces it, and Chevelle will bring it up for Walla Walla. Not quite to the halfway point of the first quarter. 2-point lead and a bounce pass into the bench on Hermiston's side. Chevelle just threw it past Eggert. Hermiston has it on the turnover. Lane Simmons hit the opening three-pointer of this game. Hermiston has hit 2 perimeter shots to lead 6-4. Past the halfway point of the first quarter. Down to Cleveland. Bullington defending. Man-to-man defense. Cleveland will work all the way in. Bullington deflects a pass down at the left block. Walla Walla the other end. Chevelle has it top of the key. Spins to his left, down the left lane. Picks up his dribble. Back up to Bullington. Bullington going downhill. And a foul inside. Polzinski commits the harm. It is his first. Second team foul on Hermiston. Truman Bullington is a sophomore at 6'8", in a league that is super guard heavy this year. He is one of the tall towers. However, he's listed as a guard forward because he does step out and shoot from the outside. In fact, he's 2.5 three-pointers a game. From the foul line, he's 64%. He splits those. .6'5", 3:25 left first quarter. Hermiston with a 1-point advantage. Simmons, right wing, spin move into the paint with a right hand. Glass and good. Lane Simmons, early on, more aggressive offensively here in the opening minutes against Walla Walla. Chevelle in the lane to answer back. Teardrop from the foul line, floats it in. 8-7. Simmons on the left side. Lane averaging 10.1 points per game. He ended up with 10 last night. Quiet for 3 quarters. He came on in the 4th. Young to Cleveland. Cleveland back to Young. Right corner, 3-pointer. Knuckleballed shot. Bullington rebounds it off the front iron. Gives to Chevelle. Chevelle lobs at Eggert on the right wing. Eggert down onto the baseline. Picks up a dribble. Bounces it in. Corum there. 1 bounce. Attacks Breland. Breland rebounds the miss. 8-7 Hermiston. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Breland coming to right. On the perimeter. Hands off to Young. Kellen Young working back out to the top of the key. Lobs it to Simmons. Simmons back on the perimeter for Palczynski. Palczynski guarded by Chevelle. Poked out of his hands. Leaves it to a cutting. Down left side. Cleveland will try the reverse and gets it to fall with the right hand for his first points of the game. 10-7 Hermiston. Bulldogs with a change coming. Carter Swanson at the next opportunity. Spin around in the paint. Fading away. Chevelle off iron. Rebounded by Young. 10-7 Hermiston. Just under 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Simmons coming left. Picks up his dribble, top of the key, give to Breland. Off to the right. Young, quick trigger 3. Back iron, long rebound. Cleveland can't chase it down, battling with Bullington. 2 changes for Hermiston. Rue Olson and Carter Swanson are in. Breland and Palczynski get a break. For the Blue Devils, Chevelle will come out. So Eggert moves to the point guard position. With 1:40 left in the first. And it's Derek Bingham who comes into the game, the sophomore guard for Walla Walla. Corum to Bullington, right perimeter. Jab, step, and kick. Eggert left side. Eggert at the foul line. And a moving foul, screen foul on Bullington. Bullington's first, Walla Walla's first. 1:25 left in the first quarter. 10-7 Hermiston. Swanson into the front court, coming out left wing. Picks up his dribble there. Back to the jump circle. Young off to the right for Olson. Olson hands off to Simmons. Simmons to Swanson left side. 3-pointer over Bingham. Rattles it home. Swanson hit 1 3-pointer early last night in the win at Hanford. His only points. Ball inside. Kicked out off of Hermiston. Baseline inbound for Walla Walla. 59 1/2 second remaining in quarter number 1. 13-7 Hermiston. Eggert inbound to the baseline. Lobs it in. Bullington catches it there. Hands it back off to Eggert. Eggert at the right elbow. Kicks corner. Bounce it back into Bullington. Bullington against Cleveland. Turn around over him. Foul called.
Carter second.
His second, and the first one shouldn't have been on him. He wasn't anywhere near it. Bullington misses the first. Cleveland will come out, Breland back in. So this is a relatively small lineup for Hermiston against Bullington with 51 seconds left, and Bullington rattles in number 2. 13-8 lead. Olson driving right baseline. Kicks it, left corner. Nobody's there. Out of bounds. Kellen Young had cut in from that left corner, and Ruth threw back out into that corner. Hermiston turnover, 44 seconds remaining. Bulldogs lead is 5. Eggert front court. Bullington, who's already been called for 1 moving screen, trying to set a high pick. Now comes down. He's on the block against Breland. Bullington, turnaround over Breland. Way too hard. Young's at the rebound. Was that 5-6 for him here in the quarter?
5 in the quarter already.
13-8. Young's got it between the rings. Right side, give to Swanson. Swanson's already hit a 1-3 over Bingham. Drives baseline, lobs it back out. Left corner, Olson, 3-ball. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 4 triples here in quarter 1 for Hermiston. 16-8 lead. The other end, down under the basket. Walla Walla has it poked by Simmons. Out of bounds. Simmons ends up into the end wall. as he tried to save it back in after tipping the pass.
Good hustle by Lane. He just was all over it and almost got the save.
3.8 left in the first. Watch Bullington to shoot. Left corner instead. It's Corum for 3. Air balls it. Swanson's got it. Swanson half court heave too hard. Had enough power from where he took the ball. He got up to half court with 2 more bounces. And Hermiston's lead is 16-8 as we head to the second quarter when we return here to Hermiston High School on AM 1360 KOHU. Right side for Griffith. Griffith holding over his head, lobs it top of the key to Niall Dumser, who we see for the first time. Chevelle, bounce pass, poked by Young, kept by Eggert. Eggert will drive, teardrop in the lane, rebounded by Pemberton. Pemberton turns to his right, poked out of his hands, now a foul. Olsen got him on the arm for his first. Number 1 on Hermiston here in the quarter. Or is that 2? Do you have 2? I only have 1.
Only 1.
Yeah. 2:29 left in the second quarter. 20 apiece. Bounce it right corner. And now an attack into the paint. Lefty floater for Dumser. It's off. Simmons, top of the key. Coming right. Bounces to Cleveland. Cleveland against Pemberton. Spin move back to his right. Nice move by Cleveland to get down to the 10 and lay it in. Just his second bucket of the game for Hermiston's leading scorer at 11.1 a game. 2 minutes left in the first half. 22-20. Down into the paint. Right hand off for Dumser. Rebounded by Cleveland. Cleveland into the front court. Left side for Simmons. Simmons picks up his dribble. Down on the left baseline. Kellen Young's got it there. Cleveland wants it inside against Pemberton. Back out to Simmons. Simmons works between the rings. Young, entry pass to Cleveland. He's got it down on the baseline. Cleveland works his way to the hoop. Got a hit on the air, +1. Chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Very nice job that time of working it in and out and then kicking it right back in to get it to him.
Colt Pemberton called for his first, and that's number 2 on Walla Walla here in the quarter. 94 seconds remaining. Cleveland, who's a 58.3% foul shooter, at the line, and it rattles out. Poked away from Pemberton, out of bounds. Hermiston ball.
Yeah, they were fighting for it between each other and just couldn't hold on to it after the miss.
Didn't see Nate Henderson last night, the 6'1 sophomore, in tonight. And Blake Polzinski's back to the scorer's table to replace Rue Olsen. Breland was the one who came out for Henderson with minute 34 left in the second. 24-20, Hermiston's lead. Lob it to Lane Simmons, top of the key. Out to Polzinski, left perimeter. Back up top, backdoor pass, ends up in Simmons' hands in front of the Walla Walla bench. Simmons, he's going to muscle his way down. Back onto the perimeter. Young has it there. Young trying to drive baseline, loses the handle. It rolls to Simmons. Simmons across to Polzinski. Left corner, Henderson. Henderson back out on top, 10 on the shot clock. Simmons has it between the rings. Top of the key to Cleveland. Cleveland turning. Going against Bullington. Cleveland in the paint, back out. Polzinski driving, righty, teardrop, and a shot clock violation issued against Hermiston. 1:01 left in the first half. Hermiston, 24-20 lead.
Yeah, that time there, they wasted way too much time trying to play pity-pat outside when they could have gone inside a little bit because they had Bullington out of position.
24-20, 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Down the lane, Egger wide open, finger rolls off into the hands of Simmons. Simmons down the middle of the floor for Hermiston. Bulldogs by 4, 43 seconds left second quarter. Young has it on the left perimeter. Corner for Polzinski, into Breland. Breland turns and faces Bullington. Breland trying to muscle his way in against Bullington. Got all the way down under the hoop and a walk. Breland against Bullington, the sophomore. Good defense there by Truman Bullington. Gets Walla Walla the ball with 30 seconds left in the first half. 2-second difference, shot clock and game clock, 24-20 Hermiston. Top of the key, Chevelle to Bullington, the three, got fouled by Breland. And 3 foul shots coming for Truman Bullington on Breland's first. Hermiston, Bullington is creating some issues.
Well, and I'm really
because he's real big.
He is big, and I'm surprised that he is the 4th leading scorer in the conference. At his size, and most of his points are from outside. He could dominate. He's got a good game inside.
Sonny, I would like to welcome you to basketball in 2024.
No, yeah, he's a could be a true post. could be a true post player down there against most teams in the conference, and he plays on a wing. So
I watched a little Victor Wembanyama this morning in Paris against the Pacers, and he also plays a lot out on the wing, and he's the tallest guy in the NBA. Bullington goes 3 for 3 at the line. He's got 12. Hermiston's lead is down to 1. 20 seconds left, shot clock off here, first half. Breland near side to Olsen, across the lane, poked pass taken by Chevelle. Chevelle with the ball down the middle of the floor, 9 seconds left, chance for a Walla Walla lead. Chevelle coming right, kicked out far sideline, out of bounds. 3.4 seconds remaining. Cole Pemberton will inbound far sideline. Pemberton to Chevelle on the run against Olsen, right corner, hoists the 3, short shot, and that brings us to the end of the first half. Hermiston 24, Walla Walla 23. Must win weekend. And our final 2 quarters, we'll come back halftime, presented by Devon Oil Circle K here on AM 1360 KOHU. You hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, there's like a minute and a half of commercials.
It's kind of quiet.
Yeah, it's going to be quiet.
Okay.
I'll be louder once
Okay.
we're not in commercial, but we're in commercial right now. Devon Oil Circle K. It is nice to treat yourself after having to fill up your gas tank. It's extra nice when it's just 99 cents. Stop by Devon Oil Circle K to get your favorite fountain drink for just 99 cents any size. Hermiston boys clinging on to a 24-23 lead here at the halftime break. And we have Alexa Moreno, the Delish Bistro player of the game from our first game, joining us. I just haven't had you up enough then if you're a little bit nervous with us here. Hey, let's talk nervous, because about an hour ago, I'm up here real nervous at the end of that game. How did you guys pull it out?
I would just say that as a team, we really worked together, and I feel like practice has really been helpful because we've been preparing for these types of situations. And I feel like we, as a team and girls, we were telling each other, like, it's okay, like, we just need to calm down. We have the lead. We just need to be smart with it. And we were all there for each other, and I feel like we played smart basketball. We worked hard, and I think we deserved that win. And I think everybody was just really excited to get a win, so it was super nice.
A little gas down the stretch there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was super tired, but I think the nerves made us more tired, but it was a super fun game to win, and so we were ready.
It was super important. Like, I have billed this must-win weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, how much did you know that you had to win last night, you had to win today?
I feel like we all pretty much knew. We've talked about it, and because we want that second spot. we would love to get that first spot, but right now we don't have the second yet, but we would love to get there. And so as a team, we know, and we've been telling each other that we really do have to get these next couple of wins to get us there so that we can get a better playoff spot. So really important game.
As much as you guys are in motion a lot, you're going to be on the point a lot more often. Is it really that different?
No, I feel like as I grew up, especially with club, I've played the point guard a lot, and I feel like my teammates really help me, especially giving somebody like for like a pass back. I feel like I have a lot of help. We have a lot of people that can ball handle the ball on our team, and I think I'm pretty used to it, which is nice. I feel like I can play in a lot of different positions, and I practice everywhere, so I feel like it's being ready, and I feel like I prepared myself to do this. So
you get, I mean, because it was a pretty tiring 2 days in a row here, you get the whole week until next Saturday when you go to Kamayakan. What's got to be the focus for this group here this week?
I think we need to just go to practice, work hard. I think we need to be very vocal with each other, and obviously it's going to be a couple hard games these next couple games, but we do need to be there for each other and just know that these games are going to be hard, but we have to go in strong and we have to want to win. So
I'm really fascinated. Do we know what the all-time one-on-one record is between you and JC? You must be ahead.
I don't know. I feel like every time we 1v1, I feel like we definitely get into a brawl. So I feel like there's a lot of fouling going on, and so I feel like there may be not some unfair games going on, but I mean, I normally win, but I know we're on the ground for the ball, fouling each other, but it's fun. We love playing them. I think these last couple of 1v1s, she's probably beat me a couple times, but yeah, we definitely go back and forth, I feel like, so.
But you know more tricks at this point?
Yeah, I feel like I know how she plays, so we like to, you know, yeah.
About how long are you guys able to play for the parents have to step in? No, that's enough.
Yeah, I would say probably not very long. Normally it gets on the ground and then it's like we're done from there. So it's just, yeah, so it gets bad, so.
Hey, is it fun being together on the same team? It's probably been a while since you've truly been on the same team together.
Yeah, I love it, honestly. I feel like at first I didn't think I would as much as I do, but I really do, because I feel like together we both love playing defense, and I feel like we really know how to help each other, and it's just super nice. She loves, we both, like, I feel like I can get a steal and I can have her, she's already in the basket, and it's just perfect because it helps our team out a lot, and she's just there, and I feel like it's super nice. So really nice coming as a freshman and getting a lot of help. So
a good teamwork then. Why do you find two people to play 2-on-2 and no more 1v1?
Wait, can you say that?
No more 1v1. Wait, 2-on-2. You guys just take on two people.
Yeah, maybe we'll team up too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, we appreciate it. Congratulations on the win today.
Thank you.
Alexa Moreno had 13. Hermiston won 64-60. Boys are up 24-23 here at the half. We'll come back on the halftime show and we'll get your first half stats. Tip off the second half here on AM 1360 KOHU. half. Let's take a look at the first half statistics. Sonny, what stands out to you?
Hermiston, just too many, mistakes. Too many turnovers, 13 in that first half. Walla playing a very good upbeat game with 6 turnovers and also being on the boards. Hermiston doing a nice job. They've got I think the second game in a row where Kellen Young is leading the team in rebounding through at least the first half. They need to do a lot more of that and stop turning the ball over.
24-23. Hermiston's getting scoring from all over the place. Carter Cleveland's got 6. Lane Simmons and Brew Olson each with 5. Kellen Young and Carter Swanson each hit a 3-point shot, and Kyan Webb added 2. The Bulldogs hit 4 3-pointers to Walla Walla's 2 3-pointers. They only took 1 foul shot in the first half and missed it. The Blue Devils are 4 of 6 from the foul line, and Truman Bullington is the one true scorer here in the first half with 12 points to lead the way for Walla Walla. Colt Pemberton with 4, Mike Eggert with 3, and Derek Bingham with 2. Hermiston ball attacking right to left in the home white uniforms, and the starting lineup brought to you by Rogers Toyota. Lane Simmons out to the right side for Blake Paulzinski into Braden Breland. Right elbow jumper hit. Breland, his first points of the game, make it 26-23. Carter Cleveland and Kellen Young round out the 5 for Hermiston. Right side to Gabe Corum. Corum at the top of the key, left open, lefty 3. Airballed short. Bullington keeps it in, throws it, but to Kellen Young. From the baseline under his hoop. Young up to Paulzinski on the right wing. Down inside. Cleveland back out to a 3 for Young, and Bullington pulls in the board. Finds Carter Chevelle, who bring it into the front court. Micah Eggert out there along with Gabe Corum, Truman Bullington, and Colt Pemberton. Chevelle, left corner, 3-pointer, hoisted and hit by Pemberton, who's got 7. And Hermiston has seen their lead evaporate. A minute into the third quarter, we're knotted at 26. Hand off to Lane Simmons, had a couple of early baskets, including the first one of this game with a 3-point shot. Adam Berg wanted a traveling violation on Hermiston. Cleveland hands off to Breland. Breland circling in the paint. Back to Cleveland, right wing, 3-pointer, short and inside. Rebound, put back and a foul to the line. Blake Paulzinski got hit on the arm. Chevelle commits the harm, his first, and Walla Walla's first. Haven't been a whole lot of fouls in this game. No. That was just the 8th, 9th between the two teams. Paulzinski, his first point of the game. He did not score yesterday. Tuesday, double digits. Had a 10-point game, hit a couple of threes. Rebound put back by Cleveland, stole the ball away underneath from Pemberton after Paulzinski missed the second. Cleveland's got 8. Hermiston's lead is 3. 6:25, up top to Bullington. Bullington into the paint, flips it up, back iron. Simmons boards it for Hermiston. Bullington goes down. Hermiston's got a 5-on-4. Paulzinski left corner, across to Breland. Extra pass, right corner. Young for 3. Front iron it in. Kellen Young's second triple of the game. 32-26 Hermiston. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Chevelle jogs it across the timeline, coming straight on. Picks up his dribble. Needs somewhere to go. Now they'll come out and press him. And hands it off to Eggert. Eggert. Bullington top of the key, coming right. And out on the right side to Chevelle. Chevelle will drive into the lane. He walked into the lane. Turnover on the Blue Devils, something you said they've been very good about in this game. That one, though, gives it back to Hermiston, up by 6.
Yeah, they got 2 quick turnovers in this second half already, and, you know, whoever's going to take care of the basketball is going to win this thing today, Eric.
5:28 left in the third quarter. Simmons to Young, out to the right side for Breland on the perimeter. Foul line for Cleveland, coming right, down onto the block. Cleveland spins back to his left. Bullington blocks it away. Up into the air, Corum secures for Walla Walla. Down the middle of the floor, he brings it. Gets it across the timeline, top of the key, Bullington. Off to Chevelle. Chevelle flips it back. Bullington top of the key, 3 ball, front iron it in. Truman Bullington makes it a 3-point Hermiston lead. 3 minutes into quarter number 3. Breland, right side off to Young. Young in front of what normally would be a student section, has a smattering of sub-varsity players and a couple of students. Simmons, nice spin move against Eggert, turned back around and is fade away from 8, rebounded by Polzinski, gives it to attacking Young. Young misses, got the offensive board. Young stuck into the basket, tries it again, blocked from behind. Corum got it, lot of contact. Brian Edwards frustrated as he paces in front of his bench. Right side drive by Chevelle, reverses it in. His second bucket of the game, and Hermiston's leads down to 1. 4:15 left in the third quarter, 32-31. Polzinski between the rings. Back towards his left in front of Hermiston's bench. Young bounce inside. Cleveland there. Cleveland against Bullington. Backing his way down. Spin move to the left. He flips it up over Bullington. Lot of contact again. Brian Edwards incensed again. Bounce at the other end and a foul +1. And a chance for a 3-point play for Colt Pemberton. Polzinski, his second. That's the first on Hermiston here in the third quarter. 3:54 left in the period. And Walla Walla is in front. And it is the first time they have led today. 34-32 as the foul shot goes. Pemberton's got 10. Polzinski gives it to Breland. Breland coming right. Spin move into the paint. And a foul inside on Pemberton. Walla Walla's second, and it's Pemberton's first. Hermiston down by 2, baseline inbound. 3:39 left, and Lane Simmons just got called for a foul. Oh, they're going to call coincidental fouls.
Yep.
And really, Eggert's kind of in disbelief. Adam Burb's in disbelief. Eggert was instigating, and then Simmons shoved him full.
But they both just been warned, Eric.
Yeah. Polzinski takes it to the 10 and a little scoop shot lay-in. He got past Chevelle, and Blake's got his first field goal. Tied at 34. 3:24 left. Chevelle drives in the lane. Simmons pokes it into the hands of Cleveland. Cleveland leading a 3-on-1. Works into the lane, got hit across the arm, lays it in, count it! And a chance for a 3-point play. Walla Walla foul on Corum. Number 4 on the Blue Devils. Cleveland just leading the break, realized he had the line to the hoop. Carter Cleveland's got 11. Hermiston's back in front by 3 with 3:14 left in the third quarter. Chevelle front court, stops there. Hermiston quickly looking to trap, and then they back off of it. Chevelle right elbow stops. Top of the key. Pemberton 3, hit it. Corum hit it. Corum ties the game at 37. Under 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. Lane Simmons in the lane. Backdoor pass to Young. Young stuck under the hoop. Bounce into Cleveland. Cleveland, right-hander off of the iron. Corum's got the board for Walla Walla. Up court to Bullington. Bullington back over the left side. Another 3 for Corum. Front iron this time. Rebounded by Polzinski. Game knotted at 37 with 2.5 minutes left. Polzinski on the run. Got shoved back out onto the perimeter. Cleveland up to Breland. Breland coming left. Spin move into the lane. Takes the right hand and scoops it around Pemberton. Breland's got 4. 39-37. Changes coming for both teams at the next stoppage. 2:15 left in the third. Neither team's made a change here so far in the third quarter. Top of the key, Chevelle open for 3. Way off to the right, off the bottom of the backboard. Polzinski into the front court for Hermiston. To the left wing for Breland. Back up top to Simmons. Simmons coming to right. Young there. Head fake. Steps back to his left. 3-pointer. Hoisted short. Lane Simmons offensive board. Back out on top to Young. Young comes to his right. Attacks Bullington. Stuck in the paint and a walk.
Yeah, his first thought to go up with the lay-in was the correct one. All he needed to do was pull up and shoot the little teardrop over the top.
Derek Bingham, Jacob Griffith in for Walla Walla. Rue Olson in for Hermiston to replace Paulzinski. Minute 47 left in the third. 2-point Hermiston lead. Down inside to Bullington. Bullington muscles his way over Cleveland. Short shot at a foul. The foul was on Breland.
Yeah, as he was coming across, he swiped across the top of the hand. I didn't think it should have been a shooting foul, though.
Breland's second, Hermiston's third. Bullington at the line, the leading scorer in this game, good on the first of these two foul shots. 2 for 2 trip, and we're knotted at 39. Bullington's got 17. Minute 35 left in the third quarter. Lane Simmons will try long three. It is a three, and he banks it in. Simmons, banks still open. He's got 8, 42-39. Minute 20 left in the third quarter. Carter Chevelle, around a high pick from Griffith. Gives it to Bullington, answer back three, rims into Simmons' hands. Simmons up to Young on the right wing. Corner for Breland. Breland in that right corner. Back out on top to Olson. Catches and drives with his right hand. Teardrops off. Poked out by Bullington. Last off of Hermiston, allegedly.
No, that's a bad call there. That went off of Bullington.
Minute left in the third. 42-39. Chevelle got around Olson. Downhill coming to the right. Got around Cleveland all the way under the basket. Chevelle now stuck there. Needs somewhere to go. Turns and flips it in.
Where was the three in the key?
42-41. Hermiston with the ball. 40 seconds left in the third. They go quick. They can get a 2-for-1 here at the end of the third quarter. They will not. Right side Breland. Down inside Cleveland. Cleveland against Bingham. Skip it into left corner. Young, extra pass to Olson. Olson shoved out on the perimeter. Chevelle called for the harm. And that's the 5th on Walla Walla. So Rue Olson to the line for 2 foul shots. Olson limited to 3 points last night in the win at Hanford, and it was all from the foul line. He went 3 from 8 from the stripe last night. The sophomore is short on the first of the 2. Kyan Webb will come in for Carter Cleveland with 27.1 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Olson's got 5 points. And the second one short as well, but out of Bullington's hands, and Hermiston keeps it. Bullington actually had it knock out of his hands off the bottom of the backboard as he secured the rebound. That is a problem at 5'4" I've never had in my life. Lob it into Simmons. Simmons out to the left corner. Breland 3-ball. Rims out. Bingham rebounds it. 20 seconds left. Up to Bullington on the right wing. Bullington top of the key. Simmons pokes it away into Olson's hands. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Hermiston up 42-41. Hand off to Simmons. Simmons coming right. Simmons kicks it into the left corner. Webb for 3. Short shot. Bullington rebounds it. 2 seconds left. Gives it to Chevelle. They will not get a shot up before the end of the quarter. And Hermiston leads 42-41 as we head to the fourth here on Must Win Weekend. When we come back in a minute on KOHU.
type of team you're playing and where you're playing at, that he would be dominant inside, and why you wouldn't set up a game for him to dominate inside.
He's got 19. Webb out, Olsen out, Carter Cleveland, Hermiston's leading scorer with 11 back in. Blake Palczynski comes back in, and Micah Eggert will come and replace Corum for Walla Walla. Bulldogs here at home in the all-white uniforms, purple numerals and lettering, attacking right to left. Trailing 42-43, 43-42, not quite a minute in. Breland bounces into Simmons. Simmons again at Eggert, out across to Young. Young down inside, Palczynski open at the hoop. Got a man into the air, back out on top, and Young will have it between the rings. Crosses over right corner, three-pointer for Cleveland. And Simmons has the offensive board. Simmons in traffic, hit on the arm. Bulldog ball on Walla Walla's first foul. Here in quarter 4, the foul on Bingham is first. Kellen Young, the inbounder, baskets to his right as he looks up with 6:51 on the clock in the fourth. 43-42, threw it away. Steal by Chevelle, bounces to Bullington. Bullington coming into the right, and a foul. Breland reached in and hit Bullington on the arm. Braden's third, Hermiston's third. Carter Swanson coming to the scorer's table. And he'll come in for Young for Hermiston. Blocks and elbows for the Blue Devils as Chevelle inbounds with a basket to his right as he looks up. 43-42 into the right corner. Eggert open, 4-3, too hard. Rebound pulled in by Chevelle for Walla Walla. He loses it far sideline, keeps it inbound. And Chevelle will, at the timeline, work to the top of the key right. Run a high Bullington pick coming left against Palczynski. A circus shot, got a foul. Palczynski said, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there. He created all the contact. Got paid off for it, and Palczynski's got his third. That was Hermiston's foul to give, so Walla Walla will be in the bonus for all but 91 seconds of the fourth quarter. Carter Chevelle good on the first. He is a 74% foul shooter and goes 2 for 2. Walla Walla's lead is 45-42. 6:25 left fourth quarter. Carter Cleveland in the right corner. Cleveland trying to get inside to Simmons. Simmons will move back out onto the perimeter. Cleveland backdoor pass to Palczynski, who lays it in with the right hand. All 5 of his points in the second half. Hermiston down by 1. 6:05 left in the fourth quarter. Lob it to Bingham in the right corner. Back out Chevelle. Chevelle wanting a high pick from Bullington. Coming right, we'll get the pick. We'll work into the lane, lost the ball. Palczynski dives to the floor and a foul called as Palczynski got to the ball. Bullington dove across him. Oh, they're going to call it on Blake.
Wow.
Blake knocked the ball out and Bullington dove over the top of him.
Oh, man, that is horrible.
And that's Palczynski's fourth. And Bullington, who has been very good at the line, makes the first of these 2 foul shots. It was actually a huge point of emphasis across the NFHS a year ago on those loose ball situations. You can't just willy-nilly dive and create contact.
Right, and that's exactly what Bullington did.
And he makes both foul shots, 47-44. Bullington with 21 to lead all scorers. Breland gets it into Simmons. Back out on top to Cleveland. Got Bullington in the air and a blocking foul on Bullington up top. Bullington's third. Walla Walla's second. Baseline inbound for Hermiston, and Brian Edwards will call his first time out of the game. 30-second pause with 5:40 left in the fourth quarter. Actually, interestingly, that is the first timeout either coach has called in this game.
Yeah, and, you know, Hermiston needed it right then and there. They need to draw something up right now. It doesn't need to be a 3. It needs to be a basket. Whether they're going, whether they take it inside, whatever it is, they've got to keep moving the basketball and get a hoop.
Bulldog Basketball on KOHU brought to you by the Next Chapter Bookstore. Join Angela at the Next Chapter Bookstore monthly on the fourth Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. for Silent Book Club. Join in the quiet community to read your favorite book without the distractions of everyday life. That's the Next Chapter Bookstore. They provide you, when we got the right moment, the Next Chapter Bookstore read of the game. Carter Swanson an inbound on the baseline, baskets to his right. 5:40 left, Hermiston trailing by 3. Out of this Hermiston timeout. Up to Cleveland between the rings. Cleveland leading score with 11. Will attack Bullington, coming left. Bullington blocking a foul. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That was a clean block. Instead, it's Bullington's fourth. But Sonny, they went right after Bullington and got his fourth. The scoreboard says you only have 3?
Yeah, I have 3 there.
All right, well, that's his third.
Now we got to hit some free throws.
Cleveland missed the first. Hermiston is 2 of 7 from the foul line today. 5:34 left in the fourth quarter. 47-45 as Cleveland hits the second. 2-point Walla Walla lead. 2.5 minutes into quarter number 4. Carter Chevelle with his left fist raised up above his head brings it into the front court. Gabe Corum right side. Back to Chevelle in the corner. Chevelle spins around, bounce it back to Corum. Kind of action all on the right side. Chevelle left open, 8-footer, floats it up, back iron off. Breland tips it, loose ball. Breland dives for it. It's still in play. Chevelle's got it, skips it, left corner, 3-pointer, hit by Eggert. Timeout. Adam Berg. Breland tried all his might to lay out for that. Got his hand on it, but he was the only Bulldog converging, and so Walla Walla ends up with a triple from Mike Eggert, just his second bucket of the ball game.
Yeah, everybody else thought that since the shot went up, they were going to go ahead and break and go to their spots for the outlet pass, and nobody but Breland was left underneath with 3 guys. And that's where this game is turned around. Walla Walla started doing a lot more rebounded inside and blocking off, and Hermiston not taking care of it.
Adam Berg's Blue Devils had not lost to Hermiston in the 6 years he had been at Walla Walla in charge until the first meeting between these two teams on December 21st. Hermiston won that one 64-52. Walla Walla's lead is 50-45, and Hermiston's just having trouble scoring here more regularly tonight. They trail by 5, 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lane Simmons, downhill, pass under the basket. Young there, foul line for Cleveland. Cleveland stuck in the paint. He'll turn around over Bullington. Bullington gets the block. It's knocked out of bounds. Bullington touched it last. Hermiston keeps it on the baseline. Kellen Young, no, he's called off. Carter Swanson will be the inbounder. Blocks and elbows for Hermiston. 4:47 on the clock, trailing 50-45. Swanson the inbounder. Lobs it up top to Lane Simmons. Back to Swanson, left wing. Swanson working out on top against Chevelle. Hands off to Breland. Breland spins around, loses his dribble. Top of the key, Simmons out to the right. And Young there. Walla Walla is defending well out on the perimeter. Swanson has it, coming to his right. Swanson picks up his dribble. Turn around, right elbow jumper, forced up on Griffin's got the rebound. 4:23 left in the fourth. 5-point Walla Walla lead. Now the Bulldogs need a stop in the jump circle. Chevelle's got it yo-yoing with the left and right. Out to the right side. Corum there, gets it in. Griffith back out to Chevelle. Chevelle, 10 on the shot clock, down inside. Breland strips the ball away from Bullington. Still a 5-point Walla Walla lead. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Swanson has it up top. Hands off to Young. Young circling to the top of the key. Right side give to Breland. Breland, jab step against Griffith. Will work into the paint. A blocking foul called on the perimeter. Another one that is very hard for Walla Walla to swallow. There was very little contact there compared to what has happened for 3 quarters and 4 minutes in this game.
Yeah, now all of a sudden in the fourth period, they're going to let the little touch foul, and they're going to call that where they let people fly on the floor and no foul called.
I'm not going to pretend like I'm not happy about it, but I'm the voice of Hermiston Basketball. Lane Simmons, top of the key, coming left, bounces backdoor to Breland, touches it off to Cleveland. Cleveland on the right block. Bullington blocks it away. Cleveland gets it back. Breland, right corner for Young. Young has it on the perimeter. He'll move it back up top. Polzinski there. Off to Simmons on the left. Simmons up top to Young. Head fake by Simmons. 20 on the new shot clock. Breland coming right. Spin move to the left side with a left hand scoop shot. Breland goes tumbling. Bullington rebounds it. Shovels it off into the front court for Walla Walla. Chevelle leaves it for Corum. Back to Bullington. Bullington coming left baseline. Back out to Corum, and they'll reset. Adam Berg pulled the reins on those Blue Devils there and said, come set up a offensive possession with 3:07 left, up by 5. Top of the key, Corum got Breland into the air. Corum puts it on the floor. Hands off to Bullington. Bullington back to Corum. Three-pointer. Too hard. Simmons pulls down the board. Lobs it immediately to Polzinski. Front court, he brings it. Polzinski coming to right. Works his way down to the block. Back out to Cleveland. Cleveland, three-pointer, short shot, long rebound, and Walla Walla's got it. Bounce pass up to Bullington. Bullington coming left side, lost the handle, still scooped it in. Timeout. Truman Bullington's got 23. Walla Walla's lead is 52-45. With 2:39 left in the fourth quarter, 30-second pause, and Adam Berg is using this timeout in part to argue about the types of calls that they're dealing with. I mean, again, they're talking exactly about the softness of a couple of calls here in the last couple of minutes versus the way the game has played until now.
You know, and Hermiston, you're exactly right. You know, one end you go ahead and get a little touch foul, and it's a foul. Both sides have arguments as what has been missed so far. The biggest thing is, Eric, that Hermiston just cannot buy a basket. They went completely cold, and they're getting some offensive rebounding, but just not getting the ball back up at the rim anymore. Walla Walla is doing just the opposite. They're owning both ends of the gym for the rebounds.
52-45. Layden Simmons coming downhill, kicks into left corner. Young down into Cleveland. Cleveland against Bullington. Works into the paint, flips it up over Bullington, gets the shooter's roll. Cleveland's got 14. 52-47. 2:20 left in the contest. Down the near sideline, Chevelle brings it. Polzinski on him. Bullington flips it right back to Chevelle. Top of the key, coming around a Bullington pick. Back up top, Bullington 4-3. Hit on the hand by Polzinski. 3 foul shots coming for Truman Bullington.
And that's it for Polzinski also.
Personal foul is on number 4, Blake Polzinski. That is his 5th personal foul. Bullington was in the active shoot.
Bullington is 11 of 13 today, and he's made 10 in a row till there. First of the 3 foul shots is off. So Polzinski fouls out, Rue Olson is in. And Bullington misses 2. The Walla Walla sophomore's got 23 points. Has one more foul shot coming with 2:08 left in the fourth quarter. That one goes 53-47. He's got 24. Kellen Young front court for Braden Breland. Breland on the perimeter. Coming right, spin into the lane. He'll work against Bullington. Lost the handle. It's a loose ball in the paint, picked up by Griffith. Griffith finds Chevelle. And a Hermiston turnover with 1:50 left. It's going to make it tough. Down by 6. Very disciplined offensive possessions here. Very patient for Walla Walla. Down right baseline. Corum short on the shot. Griffith got the rebound, knocked it out of bounds. Hermiston ball. Timeout for Hermiston with 1:39 left. A full timeout. Down 53-47 when we come back in a minute on AM 1360 KOHU. 30-second timeout for Hermiston. Bulldog Basketball on your hometown radio station is brought to you in part by Smitty's Ace Hardware. Smitty's Ace Hardware is your local place to find tools and supplies for any household project. Sporting goods to perfectly color matching your paint. Automotive care, they're committed to helping you meet all your needs at Smitty's Ace Hardware. 55-51. Walla Walla with the ball. Hermiston with the timeout. 6 3-pointers tonight, but Hermiston has not shot well from the outside.
No, they
shot a lot.
Yeah, they shot a lot, and they haven't shot a lot really close in by the basket either. Their shooting percentage has got to be down in the low 20s, 20 percentiles tonight, Eric.
Henderson in defending. Hermiston trying to defend in the full court with a minute left, down by 4. Eggert, far sideline. Trap comes. Back over to Chevelle. Chevelle just gets it across, allegedly. 55-51. Chevelle coming to right. Down the right lane. Under the hoop, he's stuck. He'll come back and reverse it up. Rebounded by Simmons. Hermiston trailing by 4. Simmons up to Young on the left wing. Simmons picks up his dribble. Young to Olsen. Right side to Henderson. Henderson, spin move. Stuck across to Olsen. Olsen keeps it in just in front of his bench. Pass into Cleveland, out of bounds. And the sophomores out there each just rushing a pass.
Absolutely, they're helter-skelter out there. You know, they're all gonna get the knowledge about how to finish a game, but they have
tip pass and a steal. Simmons has it. Simmons to Olsen in the right corner. Olsen will drive, stripped out of his hand. Chevelle takes it. Chevelle's got it with 14 seconds left, and Henderson finally reaches out and grabs Chevelle on the arm. Carter Chevelle will go to the line. Henderson his first. Breland is waiting at the line. Down by at least 4 with Chevelle at the line, where he's made 2 tonight. Now he's made 3. Kind of wonder a little bit about Carter Swanson. He's probably the best pure 3-point shooter Hermiston's got from distance. Him and Kellen Young are the 2 leading 3-point shooters on this team. 12.6, 2 timeouts. Chevelle misses a second. Breland rebounds it. Got to push it down the floor, down 56-51, and a timeout given to Hermiston. Brian Edwards will call a full timeout with 9.1 seconds remaining. Down 56-51. Have to hit the 3. Have to foul immediately. Hermiston still has 1 timeout to pause it if they can get the first one. It's got to be a 3 here.
It absolutely has to be a 3 here. Because, you know, you need the 5 to go ahead and tie for the tie, but you do not want to go ahead and get 2 and just let them foul them and have a chance to make it a 4-point game.
I'm not even sure where you would foul. Bollington has missed a couple here in this quarter, but he's been pretty steady from the line today, even though he's 64% on the season.
Well, Eggert and Corum, neither one of them have been to the line yet. So you would look at, if they're in the game, look at foul on number 1 or number 4.
It kind of comes down to how deep is your scouting. Corum is 70+% from the foul line. Eggert is 5 of 10 on the season from the foul line, so that would be your guy. But again, it all comes down to the 9.1 in this play here. Inbounding Olsen, corner for Simmons, down inside to Breland, so they go for the 2 and they get the 2 in a timeout. 5.6 seconds remaining, 56-53. So Brian Edwards' strategy is let's get the 2, and now they got to get a steal here on the inbound play.
Yep, they've got to get the steal here.
Breland with 6. Olsen with 6. Pauzinski fouled out. He finished with 5. Simmons with 10. Cleveland with 14. It is not all over with a loss here.
No.
If Hermiston loses to Walla Walla, the two teams will be tied and they will have split the season series. And Hermiston still has Southridge on the second to last game of the season. And it could very well be like last year, where there's some messy three-way tie and somebody's got to play a one-game playoff to get into the district tournament. What was on the line here, and if Hermiston can come back in the final 5.6 seconds, what's on the line is Hermiston would have put themselves in a really good spot to secure the 2 spot. Kennewick's going to win of the 3A schools. They're going to take the number 1 seed. They're home for sure. The second team gets a home game as well. 56-53. Walla Walla to inbound with 5.6. They get it in, and then Olsen immediately fouls. And Eggert is the one who goes to the line. Bruce fourth. And as we walk down to the other end of the floor, the sophomore guard, Micah Eggert. He's got 8 tonight, well above his 4.7 a game. 5 of 10 from the foul line this season. 56-53. He'll get 2 here. And the first one is good. Swanson in. It's a 4-point game with 4.5 seconds remaining. And Eggert, one more. He can seal the deal with this one. He does. Because even if Hermiston gets a 3 here, Walla Walla just doesn't touch it. Half-court heave by Young, that's short, and it brings us to the end. Walla Walla wins 57-53. Blue Devils come to Hermiston and split the season series. Both teams winning on the other's floor this year. And we go into the post-game thoughts when we come back. Your post-game tailgate show presented by Pierre Ford here on AM 1360 KOHU.